In this video, I will teach you how to upload an invoice when you receive a payment approval. So firstly, you will receive payment approval that would look like this. Let's say Nike, it's initially 1,500 euros payment on your behalf. So it's telling you a bit the resume of the amount, what's the company, and the description, and then the next steps. Okay, so what you will have to do is like the email also tells you what's the meaning of the email. It says, okay, this is what's the meaning of approve. So means that we are starting the payment orchestration to process to send you the funds. So after you upload the invoice, you will see the next step that will be receiving the funds. It means Zexel is currently waiting for the approved funds for your client. And then sending payments, it means we already got the payments, and then we are prepared right now to actually start sending you the money. Okay, this process will take 2 to 5 days, and in order to send you the money. So, and then paid, of course, means we already have sent you the money. This is a very important thing because you as a user, the minute that you have received this, that doesn't mean we already sent you the money. That means we need you to either send us an invoice with the information that says in here, we will review it, put it on accounting information, and then send you the payments. There is also another way to do it, that if you are not a user, you can register and you can use our platform to generate an invoice. You don't have to do it, you just have to create an account and get verified, and that's it. In this case, I will teach you, just let's imagine you are a company and you are able to issue an invoice with this amount. Okay, you have to use this information. A couple of things that we need to do in order to approve the invoice that we are about to pay. If you are in Spain, because our services are coming from Spain, this is a very important thing that all the invoices will need to have the 21 VAT, and then if you are a freelancer, you might have like 7% IRPF or 15% IRPF. Okay, this is, you should know about it if you have worked before with the Spanish other companies or clients, that you need to do the taxes. If you are outside of Spain, or you are outside of Europe, or you are in Europe, you should follow these steps. Okay, so for us, in order to approve an invoice, the invoice should have, from the left, I will read it from the left to right, upside down. Okay, client billing information, we will provide it here on the email, which is gonna be this one. Okay, also concept and description, that would be, of course, wherever you have received. Let's give you an example. This gotta be the description. You just copy and paste it on the invoice that you have. This is specifically for the people who has an accounting software and they generate their own invoices. Okay. And the next thing, notes, just in case you have any notes that you want to add, that would be great. Tax area that I mentioned, if you are not tax resident and we don't have like double taxation imposition, and you should not add any tax. Let's example, if you live in the United States and you are charging in dollars, there is something in Spanish is called double taxation of imposition. Of course, the payment methods, we accept either PayPal or either a bank transfer. For the people who are outside of Europe, we recommend you to use PayPal because it only charge 2%. That means you will receive less than 2%, unless your client um, have arranged with us to actually pay that fee. This is no our service charging you to do this. This is a PayPal platform that is charging this 10% when we use the features called batch payouts. Okay, and also if you choose bank transfer, there is something called Swift commission that it tends to cost $8 to $35. It's kind of like expensive if you think about it. If you're about to send you €100, we will only charge you like €2. If charging you a little bit more than that, so it's gotta be so on in this way. Okay, so have in mind that. Okay, this is a very important thing, so you don't get caught into this type of things. Amount details. In the amount details, we of course, as I told you, if you are in Spain, you should put the taxes and the total. If you are in outside of Spain or outside of Europe, you just put the net amount that you have registered in here. Just keep in mind that if you are outside of Europe, you will receive less, of course. And then your billing information, the client information I told you, and then your billing information should have business name, a tax address, contact details, and the tax number. Tax number is so important. It needs to be a correct one. For example, if you are in Europe, you need to be registered in something called the ROI or the VS, which means it's something that intra-community can be working together. Okay, this is actually a very important thing that you need to be signed into this one. Otherwise, it might be applying like into the taxes thing that you have to tell your own in your own country. Okay. Also, the next one would be the date. Of course, the date is actually very important. It's not about the date that you finish or did the contract. Remember that the day that we are sending you this, we will start paying you in that day. So the counting dates should be the current one. For example, if we send you this today and you're creating the invoice today, of course, so put this one. Don't put 30 days before, or because maybe the accounting have changed before, you know. Also, the invoice number, of course, is every invoice should have invoice number, it should have a date, and it should have all this information that I'm telling you in order for us to actually send you the payment. This is actually very important. Okay. Also, how can you do this? Okay, let's go to the next step. That would be, okay, I received this, I have created the invoice, and then I will just I will start sending the invoice. Okay, just click in here and you will see another banner in here. Okay, sorry, I just have to log in, but it's supposed to be in here. Okay, you have two options. It could have been that you would receive, if you have been registered before and verify your account. I will show you this case right now. You just have to log in, go to the details, and that's it. If you know, you have to kind of like create an account and then upload the invoice in there. We will just try to go into that one right away. Okay, I will just go in, just pressing here, and then just click. Of course, you have this is, let's imagine this is your account, has a vendor, has a creator or affiliate who wants to get paid. You click in here that says my request, and then you will see the last payment request, and you hear that it says approve. As I mentioned to you, proof, that doesn't mean we have that our services in Zexel, we have received the payment. No, we are still waiting for the payment, but this gives you the time to upload invoice or make the decision whether the system will generate the invoice or no. If you're receiving this and you don't want to generate invoice because you already have a Zexel Pay proven account, you don't have to actually upload invoice. Okay, I keep repeating this because people kind of get confused sometimes. Okay, so you just go into the details and then you see the status. Okay, approve it on the dates, and then receiving funds means Zexel Pay receiving the fund, and pay means we already have sent you the payments. As quick as you can, just try to make the decision whether you send the invoice or no. If you, again, you're in this case, you are uploading invoice, just go in here, just put your invoice number, upload invoice with the correct information. Once again, I keep saying this type of things because we keep receiving invoices that are no created properly with the correct information. That's what it takes longer. So let's try to avoid this. Okay, so you just add it in here, so you will see it in here, and that's it. This is the way how you actually upload an invoice on Zexel Pay. So what are the next things? So the minute you upload invoice, you don't have to do anything else. You already have this. We recommend you that specifically the payment method information you have put it correctly, and then if you have already a profile information that is already verified as well, just try to have all that information correct and right, because otherwise we kind of going to take longer, or maybe we will reach out if we see anything that is now needs to be confirmed. Okay, and I really hope this information can help you to start getting paid faster. So have a good day, take care.